Hi, friends. This is your pal Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about American politics in context to Netflix's brand new, absolutely fantastic Zero Day series with Robert De Niro, Matthew Modine, Lizzie Kaplan, Angela Bassett, uh, Gabby Hoffman. It is just Jesse Plemons. It is packed with banger talent. Unbelievable. It's so good, so good. And I think what's interesting is this is fiction that fixes. This is fiction that is not even, it has the shape of fiction. This isn't fiction. This is targeted to have a conversation with the American people about the place we're in right now. No spoilers for zero day in this content, in this video. Absolutely fascinating. So let's dig into this. So, what this is really about is where we are today in American society. And we have reached an incredible point in American society, something really new and something really different and something really special. And actually, not great, but it's where we are and we need to acknowledge it. And that is a post-truth era. So truth is here. It's as real as it ever has been. What has changed? No reasonable person will believe today that even a few of the people around them will believe the truth that they know to be real, right? Now, truth is hard. It is objective, okay? Where we are now is there's no more shared truth. It is not reasonable today to say to people, if you say to 10 people, if you jump off your roof, you will break your ankles, right? 10, 20 years ago, everybody would be like, that's a truth. There's no way I'm going to jump off my roof. Now people will be like, what about gravitational propulsion? Like, you will. There's no shared truth. That's what's different. The idea that we have this shared truth is gone. There's no shared truth, and no reasonable person believes that they can share truth with anyone else, and not their truth, not like a relative truth, truth, right? And you can't, like, that's the part that we have so much division. People don't even accept basic truth anymore. And that's what this show is about. It's like, hey, we are living in a sea of misinformation. The president himself is allergic to truth. He can't even squeeze truth words out of his mouth. It's not President, American King Donald Trump is not capable of speaking truth ever. He does not have the ability to speak truth words. They burn his tongue, right? He's allergic to them. Like, they'll seal up his throat. He cannot speak truth. And so once you reach that point where the person that we all look to for nobility, the person that we all look to as a role model, no longer even has any capability of speaking truth, you're in a different world, right? And now we live in a world of misinformation, a world of chaos, information chaos, right? So now, all hope is not lost. You and I can determine truth, right? And we can choose truth, and we can choose truth sources, and we can have truth, right? The part that's different is we can no longer reasonably expect that we can share those truths with anyone. And the smartest, most capable, most powerful people today gather truth, preserve truth, use truth, but they do not expect that anyone else will accept truth. That's the part that's different. One other thing that was openly discussed within Zero Day, and this is not a spoiler, is there was a character who said there's a huge difference between what you suspect, what you know, and what you can prove, right? And that's the key, right? We all have suspicions today, and we live in a world where the fringe is the carpet, right? And there's outlandish, wild things happening, right? And things that were called conspiracy theories even a few years ago are hard fact at this point. Hard fact, right? No more pretend. Yes, a dude walked into a pizza parlor in Washington, D.C. 10 years ago, did horrible actions. And then spouted all this stuff that at the time everybody laughed, said that's outlandish nonsense. He was 100% right about everything he said. The reasons he did what he did were 100% correct. Call conspiracy theory at the time hard fact at this point, right? Like, accepted across the board on both sides, right? So we are in an incredible period. Things are happening that just are really, we've never seen anything like this. It's just now that guy was 100% wrong in his reaction to the truth, but we live in a world where conspiracy theories are often hard fact, right? And so there's a difference between what we suspect, what we know, and what we can prove. We might know a truth, but especially in today's world, there often is no ability to prove it to anyone but ourselves. So we can have truth, but it's individual, it's personal, right? It's real, it's objective, but no reasonable person believes any longer that they can share truth with others. That's the difference. And Zero Day looks at this directly, and is fiction that fixes, right? This is fixing our society. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.